Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rion Arts and Entertainment. I'm your host, Karen Page, and we're interviewing the playwright and one of your actors.
Yes.
Okay, so introduce us, please. Your name?
My name is Rick Mueller.
My name is Orlando Luciano.
And your play?
The play is With the Assistance of Queen Anne.
With the Assistance of Queen Anne. I'm interested. Okay, go on. Tell us a little about it.
Well, it's an interesting story, and it's last summer I was outlining a novel that I'm currently writing. I'm under contract to write on Queen Anne. And the story is basically partially based on a true story between the relationship of myself and an assistant that was working for me at one point. We were actually putting together some shows, and he was directing. I do performance pieces, and I have an outreach theater company. But anyway, I simultaneously was writing the novel, and when the situation was over, I decided to write this play, which really talks about how the relationship between the two characters being assisted by Queen Anne, because they're trying to simultaneously determine whether they should focus on the relationship of Queen Anne with Sarah Jennings Churchill, who was actually a great-great-great-grandmother of Winston Churchill, but history clearly says they were very connected, and this suggestion that they were a very strong suggestion. And once she became queen, she basically focused on female advisors rather than male advisors. Okay. So in this play, Queen Anne is a character, an extant character in the show, and the two writers, I'm in the show as well. I'm playing the older writer, and he's playing the younger assistant writer. And we're basically writing the novel, trying to determine, and we're also, our lives are becoming entangled, and we're beginning to feel things for each other, and we don't really understand that one happens to be gay, one happens to be straight, and yet this relationship is occurring, and it means something. And then Queen Anne is trying to sort of break stereotypes, talk about herself, but she never reveals the truth about was she doing the deed or not. Okay. She doesn't need to.
We love complicated relationships, don't we? Yes, we do.
But aren't all relationships complicated?
Yes, but this sounds like it's got more twists and turns than the average run-of-the-mill relationship.
It's still love, right?
It's still love. Love
and that feels good no matter what happened in the outcome. I had those feelings of love, and that's what I tried to write it here. No matter what happens between these two characters, and there's a very interesting ending, okay. And he becomes a little bit of a devil, and right?
There's no boundaries in love, and it explores those situations with Queen Anne and her Sarah Jennings and ourselves. I mean, there's no boundaries.
Well, within a relationship, that's what we want to know. Where's the love, right? That's what you want to see. That's what defines that relationship.
Isn't love separate? She talks about love is separate. It's beyond our understanding. It comes and we don't quite know why it came. And sometimes there's a lot of pain involved in it, but if we focus on the love, that alone, just experiencing, is an incredible gift.
And it gets rid of a lot of other stuff that you...
True, and all the other stuff is in your mind. I think true love is in the spirit. It's beyond.
So how long have you all known one another? Did you meet for this project?
Yes, he sent a blast. Van Fisher, sent a blast, and he auditioned. And then my director,
they got the part.
And I selected a number of people, in fact, some people in my company, and the director eventually selected him.
Oh, like this happened at the mixer?
No, he had auditioned the day of the mixer, in fact.
Okay.
And then he didn't come to the mixer, but we then auditioned last week for the director, and the director chose him.
Okay.
Were you at the mixer?
I was at the mixer.
I
was working the door.
Hope we said hello.
We did say hello. I was at the door greeting everyone.
That's good.
Well, we're glad to have you here. We're looking forward to your play. Tell us the date again.
It's July 29th. We're Series D. We're the last one on Friday night, Series D. And we're excited. And there's an interesting thing I'll mention now. We're casting tomorrow. We're casting for the woman. we have 2 women, and we have a man reading for Queen Anne. We haven't decided whether we're going to go that way, but the actor...
I'm going to say why not on
The
that.
actor we have coming, I have seen his work, he's incredible, but my concern is that that might take over the show and take away from the relationship between the 2 actors. So we haven't decided, but we're going to have 2 women read. Janice Picconi's reading, who sang beautifully, and she has worked for me. Janice Picconi was in my outreach theater company for a year. She was one of my first actresses, and she wants to do the part. She's coming to read tomorrow. We have another actress that I met at the Mixer, and we have a gentleman who I saw several times in incredible shows, and he wants to do it. He's also my costume designer, so he's going to be part of the project anyway.
So how do you feel about being in the Strawberry Festival? What does that mean for you?
I participated in, a few months back in the Encore series, and I did 8 performances with another playwright and director. And
So
I
you
had
kind of know your way around.
well, you never know your way around anything in theater. Theater's always new. It's always inventing itself, and it's got to be a whole another experience. For me, I took on a character before that I wasn't really comfortable with, and now I feel like I'm taking on another character that, it's gonna stir different feelings. But I think the theater needs that kind of change, I guess.
Wonderful. We're looking forward to it. That's again, this is our Strawberry Festival 20th season. We're going to be at the Hudson Guild Theater. That's at 441 West 26th Street here in New York City. If you need tickets, call us at 646-623-3488. Come on out. See the play.
Please, thank you.
Right leg,
Thank you.
both legs.
Thank you.